Have you ever loved someone so deeply that the thought of losing them feels unbearable? That kind of love isn't always loud or obvious. It hides in the little things, the moments that seem ordinary, but actually reveal just how much you mean to each other. But here's the twist. Most people don't realize these signs until it's too late. And sometimes, the sweetest signals of love are the ones we overlook every single day. In this video, we're uncovering 8 subtle but powerful signs that both partners share the same quiet fear, losing each other's love. Some of these signs are well known, but others may surprise you. Psychologists say that these small habits can reveal more about a relationship's strength than grand gestures ever could. So if you've ever wondered how to tell whether your love is truly mutual, or if your partner feels just as deeply attached as you do, stay with me till the very end, because the last sign might be the clearest proof that your bond is unbreakable. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where we explore the hidden truths of the mind and heart. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Now let's begin. On 1, silence feels comfortable, not awkward. Before we continue, let me ask you, have you ever been with someone where silence didn't feel empty, but full? Where no words were spoken, yet everything felt understood? That's not ordinary silence, that's a language of the heart. Imagine sitting on a long drive together, no music playing, just the sound of the road, and still feeling perfectly connected, or spending an evening in the same room, doing different things. Yet knowing you're deeply together, that kind of quiet isn't awkward, it's safe. It's warm, it's love in its simplest form. Most people feel uneasy when conversations pause. They scramble for words, afraid silence means distance. But in true love, silence becomes comfort, not fear. It's the kind of stillness that whispers, you don't need to perform here. You are enough. And that is powerful, because when two people share that level of comfort, it shows trust without effort. It means your presence alone is stronger than any sentence you could say. Sign 2, you both mirror each other's efforts. Before we move ahead, think about this. Have you ever felt like you were the only one holding a relationship together? You gave your time, your energy, your heart, but the other person barely tried. That's not love, that's exhaustion. True love looks very different. When two people are equally afraid to lose each other, their efforts naturally balance out. One gives and the other gives back, not because they have to, but because they want to. It can be as small as one partner making coffee in the morning, and the other slipping a kind note into their bag, or one planning a date, and the other making sure to clear their schedule. The actions don't need to be identical, but the energy feels equal. Neither person feels like they're carrying the weight alone. And that's important, because unbalanced love often leads to resentment. But when you see your partner mirroring your care, you know they value you just as much. This rhythm of give and take shows both hearts are equally invested. And it's one of the clearest signs that losing each other is not an option either. Of you is willing to risk. Sign 3, you guard each other's secrets. Before we dive into this sign, let me ask you, have you ever trusted someone with a part of yourself you rarely show the world? A secret, a fear, or a memory that you usually keep locked away? When you love deeply, that trust doesn't feel like a risk, it feels natural. And when your partner guards those pieces of you, it builds a quiet bond that words can't describe. It's the understanding that what's shared in love stays protected in love. You don't worry about judgment, betrayal, or gossip. Instead, you know your truth is safe in their hands, and you return the same care. You hold their secrets as if they were your own. That kind of unspoken promise creates a sense of safety that's rare to find. Think about it, if love is fragile, secrets become weapons. But when love is strong, secrets become treasures. They remind both of you that losing each other would mean losing the one place where your soul feels unguarded. That's why protecting each other's truths isn't just a gesture, it's proof of trust. And trust is the backbone of love. Line 4, you notice absence more than presence. Let me ask you something. Have you ever realized how deeply someone matters only when they're not around. The room feels quieter, the day feels longer, and even small routines seem incomplete. That's because their presence has blended into your daily rhythm. You might not always notice it when they're with you, because it feels so natural. But the moment they step away, even for a short while, the difference hits you. It's not just missing their voice or their laugh, it's missing the comfort of their existence near you. Think about those mornings when they're not there to share coffee, and suddenly the cup feels colder. Or those evenings when you usually share stories, but the silence feels too loud without them. This isn't about dependence, it's about emotional attachment. Their presence has become woven into the background of your life. And when that thread is missing, the whole picture feels incomplete. That heaviness in their absence is a sweet but powerful reminder of love. It shows that they are not just part of your days, they are part of you. Sign 5, you both apologize first. Before we get into this sign, let me ask, have you ever felt that being right wasn't worth the silence that follows an argument? That's exactly what happens when two people are deeply afraid of losing each other. Pride takes a back seat because the relationship matters more than winning. In these moments, apologies come quickly, not because one person is weak, but because both are strong enough to choose love. The fight doesn't drag on for days. Instead, it softens into a moment of understanding, because the thought of distance hurts more than holding on to ego. Sometimes it's a quiet, "I'm sorry," whispered after a heated exchange. Other times it's a hand reaching out, a hug, or even laughter breaking the tension. Both partners know the argument is temporary, but the love is permanent. This balance is rare, because in many relationships, one person waits for the other to admit fault. But when both try to apologize first, it shows they value the bond above their own pride. It proves that peace together is more important than being proven right. And that simple act of humility becomes one of the sweetest ways love protects itself. Sign 6, you remember the little things. Before we go further, have you ever mentioned something small like a favorite snack or a tiny dream, and been surprised when someone remembered it later? That's when you know their heart is paying attention. Because true love hides in the details most people overlook. It could be recalling the way you like your coffee, or saving a song you casually said you loved. It could be noticing when you're tired and quietly taking care of the chores for you. These little acts may not be dramatic, but they speak volumes. When someone remembers, it shows they're not just hearing you, they're truly listening. And when both partners do this, it becomes a silent language of care. Each small effort says, what matters to you matters to me too. Think about how rare that is. Most people forget passing comments. But in love, nothing is too small to hold on to. It's proof that your presence isn't just noticed, it's cherished. And when those little things are remembered, they remind you that your heart is safe in their hands. Sign 7, you both feel each other's moods deeply. Before we move on, have you ever noticed how being around someone can completely shift the way you feel? Their joy seems to light you up, and their sadness weighs heavily on your heart. That's not coincidence, it's emotional connection. When love runs deep, you don't just see their moods, you feel them. If they're quiet, you sense it instantly. If they're smiling, it feels like sunshine spilling into your day. It's almost like your emotions sync without effort. Their laughter becomes your laughter, and their tears feel like your own. This isn't about being dependent. It's about empathy at its purest form. You notice things others might miss, like the change in their tone or the way their eyes look when something is wrong. And instead of brushing it off, you step closer because their pain feels personal. The same happens in reverse. Your emotions echo in them too. It's in these mirrored feelings that you realize love is more than a bond of words. It's a bond of hearts. And that bond makes both of you terrified of ever losing it. Sign 8. You imagine a life without them, and it scares you. Before we reach this sign, let me ask, have you ever tried to picture your life without someone? only to feel a knot in your chest? That fear doesn't come from weakness. It comes from love that runs deep. Because when someone becomes part of your world, the thought of losing them feels like losing a piece of yourself. Future dreams start to always include them. You imagine holidays together, building a home, or even just growing old side by side. It's not about grand plans. It's about knowing life feels incomplete without them in it. And when they're not in those visions, everything seems dull and uncertain. It's like imagining a house without its foundation. It simply can't stand. That's how powerful their presence has become. Even small daily routines, morning coffee, evening talks, feel impossible to replace. Their absence doesn't just leave a gap in your day, it leaves a void in your heart. That fear of losing them is really the fear of losing home, comfort, and belonging. It's one of the clearest signs that love is not casual. It's your anchor, your safe place, your forever hope. It's in these sweet, fragile signs that prove both hearts are holding on tight. Love isn't always about big gestures. It often hides in the small, quiet moments that speak louder than words. If you see these signs in your relationship, treasure it. It means you found a love worth keeping. If this video opened your eyes, share your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more psychology insights. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Psychology Zone, so you never miss the secrets of the heart and mind.